to talk about some very exciting things in the crypto markets. Data is sending to YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and we're officially live on Rumble and Twitch. We're waiting for YouTube to pick it on up, and we're going to talk about everything that's going on in the market because yesterday was a pretty incredible day for crypto. We are live on YouTube. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto every day. I'm Wendy O. Trump is going to shock America. He's going to shock America with this blockchain, crypto, Bitcoin stuff. That's what we're starting to see happen. I'm really excited. We also have some news from the SEC that came out. Just a lot of exciting stuff going on. I know the market sentiment isn't that great right now. I know a lot of people are like really frustrated with the current price action, but at the same time, you guys, I feel that this is a super cycle. Like we saw AI coins pop off, meme coins pop off. We had like a little mini altcoin season. Bitcoin pumped to $108,000 or $109,000. This is what, to me, this feels like a super cycle. To me, it feels like a super cycle. Am I right? I have no idea. Will we continue to go higher? I feel like Bitcoin will, but I feel like this is really exciting stuff. Like we're starting to get some sort of clarity. And I do hear a lot of people cry and complain that they want Gary Gensler back because of like the Kanye West and the Dave Portnoy and the rappers and all that type of stuff. But realistically, when we're thinking about it, like it's Bitcoin, like we wanted regulation. People were crying for regulation, and now we're starting to get it. And this might actually end up being a good thing because we need to really sustain in America and we need to create and build and do all kinds of cool things. So we're going to go ahead and talk about it. I'm excited. And then we'll get into some of the drama and whatnot. I do need to give a shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys so much for being with me today. Shout out to Mr. R, to D, to the gorgeous Alexandra, and Mr. John Legend, and of course, Sparkwater. I do have a poll at the top over here. Do you hold Pi? Do you hold Pi? That's a TikTok token that they absolutely love. We're going to talk about that a little bit because some of the details regarding the launch, like people were like freaking out. So we're going to talk about, you know, some of the titty bitties about that. But let's go ahead and get into the news and kind of talk about what's happening. And first and foremost, talk about Mr. Trump. And then we'll do a market update over here. So over here, this is from Cointelegraph. President Trump's first 30 days have brought remarkable changes to crypto. SEC changes leadership and shift crypto approach. SEC task force tackles crypto policy led by Commissioner Hester Pierce. Actually, that's in. Yeah, that is correct. But John, sorry. Let me keep going. Silk Road founder Ross Ulbricht gets pardoned. Trump establishes a crypto working group under crypto and AI czar David Sachs. U.S. Senate confirms pro-crypto U.S. Treasury Secretary. President nominates A16Z Brian Quintes as new CFTC chair. Doge to take a crack at the SEC. Senate confirms pro-crypto Howard Lutnick as Commerce Secretary. In addition to that, right now, the current, like Gary Gensler's old position is held by Mark Ueda, who is also very similar to Hester in his mindset and is very pro-crypto. I do believe that Doge will tackle the SEC to see, you know, to make sure that they're spending and they're doing everything that they're supposed to do and they're not overspending, especially with all these frivolous lawsuits. And they're also going to be doing that to the IRS. And I'm incredibly, incredibly proud about that. Very, very happy to hear that. That story by itself is that Trump is planning to lay off 6,000 IRS employees, which is pretty interesting. And they're targeting newer hires, part of Trump's federal workforce reduction, and aligns with broader efforts to downsize government agencies. Biden administration aimed to increase IRS funding and staffing. And again, before we talk about some of the other things that Trump had talked about, this is good for the IRS. Hey, JP, and hey, Tree from Twitch. It's nice to see you guys here. This is good for the IRS. One of the biggest problems we have, and I'm going to get to how this impacts blockchain and crypto and all kinds of stuff, so let me cook. One of the biggest problems we have in America is overspending. That's what we do. We just spend. And once you become a government employee, your job is pretty much set. You're there, you get a pension, you get all kinds of stuff, and you don't even have to be good at your job. And we see this, we see gross incompetence everywhere with Social Security and with healthcare and taxes and all kinds of stuff. And I really do think after they're done essentially draining that swamp, they will institute blockchain technology to kind of track everything. And this is kind of relevant as to what's going to happen with Fort Knox, because they're going to go in there. They're going to go in there and see what's going on. And we as a people deserve to know what's going on especially with our money. We deserve it. And what do I feel about Trump firing 6,000 IRS employees? If they're not competent, they shouldn't have a job. They're not. If they're not competent, they shouldn't have a job. If you work a regular 9 to 5, doesn't matter where you work in the public sector, if you are not competent, they will let you go. It's just how it just is what it is, especially like at work will at will state, like in California, they just let you go. They don't care. You don't get benefits. You don't get nothing. Make sure you guys smash a like and share this. In addition to that, why did Biden want to hire more IRS agents, but Trump is letting them go? And I don't get it. I don't think it was a Biden thing. It's just a blue versus red thing at this point. I don't know. To tax American taxpayers, middle class, lower middle class, and poor more money. Why else? Why else? And now we're looking at removing people and hiring competent people, which I'm all for that. I'm a firm believer that you should be hired for a job if you are fit to work that job. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what your background is. But if you are fit and you can prove that you can do that job well, hey, let's do it. But let's go ahead and talk about, let's play some of the clips. Shout out to Corsef from Twitch. Thank you guys. We got some people on Twitch here, which I love it. Let's go ahead and talk, listen to some of the clips from Mr. Trump. Got to do it. So let's go ahead and do that. Hold on. Got to put my headset on or whatever the heck it is. Okay, let's go and listen to some of these clips from Mr. Trump that are very exciting. All right, go to my profile. Okay.
United States have signed executive orders to keep the United States at the forefront of artificial intelligence and to end Joe Biden's war on Bitcoin and crypto. We ended that war totally. That war is over. They were very hostile toward them until the very end.
We ended that war on Bitcoin and crypto. They were hostile towards them to the very end.
Because there's so many people on Bitcoin and crypto that just...
And I love, it's like very grandpa-esque. There's so many people on Bitcoin and crypto. Very grandpa-esque. Absolutely love it. Love him or hate him, he's kept his promise to protect, not necessarily protect, but he's kept his promise to support the crypto and AI industries.
Just before the end, the SEC came out and they were being very nice.
Yeah, if you guys remember some of the cases, they started being less aggressive. We saw less cases being filed towards the very end, which is true, because Gary Gensler, if you guys don't remember or not, he wanted to increase the budget for the SEC. I forget, it was like an extra $1 billion. It was something absolutely ridiculous. But why would they do that? Why would they want to increase the amount of money going to the SEC so they could sue people? Because they want to take our money and then they want to go after good actors and they want to just keep hitting them, because the way you win in court is have unlimited money. That's how you win. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. That's how you win.
It was so nice to people because so many people were being indicted for no reason whatsoever. Very political group of people. That's all they did was they liked indicting people, but they were being indicted, and many of those indictments were dropped just before the election because they said, wait a minute, there's 100 million, 125 million people using this, and they didn't want to have...
125 million people in America using crypto.
All these people being voted against, but by the time they did that, it was too late. We had that vote entirely, I think. I think anybody smart that believed in that, and there were a lot of people believing it. Anybody that was smart voted for Trump. And they pulled the indictments, and I see people that were indicted. I said, I saved your life. I saved your life. Because if they actually thought that I was doing it, they said, why is Trump doing it? Is he doing it for political reasons? I don't do anything for political reasons. I do what's right. I want to be in the forefront of every industry.
Yeah. Is he a little bit egotistical? Yes. Has he kept his promise? Yes. Is he perfect? No. But at the end of the day, he's doing what he said he was going to do. And I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and listen to this clip.
Points, and Bitcoin has set multiple all-time record highs because everyone knows that I'm committed to making America the crypto capital. We want to stay at the forefront of everything, and one of them is crypto, and Miami seems to be the center of the action, come to think of it, and maybe it'll stay there.
Oh. So he just dropped some alpha here. I want America to become the crypto capital of the world, the Bitcoin capital of the world. Right now, all the action is in Miami, which is very, very true. We used to have action in California, but as you know, California, our public servants love to push all innovation out. That's what we like to do. Hey, Eric, he's a felon, not perfect. You know, this is the thing, you guys. I rock with felons. That's just how I grew up. if you're able to turn your life, and again, his whole thing of being a felon, some of the stuff they're coming out with is a little bit wild. But again, whether he did wrong or not, I don't care. If you're able to turn your life around and make a change and become and right your wrongs, I rock with it. Is what it is. That's just the type of person I am. I don't like to hold grudges. And I think one of the biggest problems we have in society, and this has nothing to do with Trump, is just the way that we treat underserved folks. Yeah, they're responsible for their actions. Yeah, they made bad choices. But if they do their time and they come back out in the world and they want to improve their quality of life and they want to do the right thing, we do need to do a better job at rehabbing people. We really, really do. Because I don't want to see people rot in prison. I want to see them come out and be an asset to society. The reason being is it's better for communities. I don't care about felons or not. Just because someone's like, oh my God, he's a felon. Like, that's going to bother me. I don't care. I don't care. He's a successful businessman. Firstly, he isn't about to let your country dump. Well, I don't think so, because he is a businessman. That's what makes him a little bit unique and different. So that's kind of what's going on. That's kind of what's going on when it comes to America right now. So we have this promise from President Trump, but we're going to get into some other stuff too. We covered some of the things that he's done in the first 30 days, which this is extraordinary, honestly, especially for crypto. Now, this just came out. SEC launches Cyber and Emerging Technologies Unit. SEC Cyber Unit will combat fraud in crypto, among other areas. We'll talk about the dual president thing very, very quickly. It appears actual crime may not be legal. And that's funny that they added that. But basically what they're going to do is they are going to switch over the name. And here's some of the things that they will be combating. I have to leave myself so you guys can see this. Okay, let's go and read it together. Fraud committed using emerging technologies such as AI and machine learning. Use of social media, the dark web, or false website to perpetuate fraud. So most of this is fraud stuff. And with fraud, you do have to prove that the person has to prove that you had intent to commit fraudulent actions. So it's in some cases, it's pretty easy. Hacking to obtain material, non-public information, takeovers of retail brokerage account, fraud involving blockchain technology and crypto assets, regulated entities compliance with cybersecurity rules and regulations, public issuer fraud disclosure rating to cybersecurity. So these are all pretty good things. Pretty good things in my personal opinion. I don't know enough about it yet. There's going to be more information coming out of what a lot of this stuff looks like. But again, basically they're saying no fraud. And there was like a popular saying on crypto Twitter for a long time is like, crime is legal because Gary Gensler stepped down. Crime was never legal. Insider trading was never legal. Committing fraud was never legal. People that were knowingly pumping and dumping projects, people that were rugging projects, that was never legal, any way, shape, or form. People thought it was. And that's what the whole controversy with Dave Portnoy is. And that's something that we kind of talked about is what he's doing. And I've been very adamant about what I've said. Is what he's doing right? No, I don't support rugging projects. I don't support any of that behavior. But at the end of the day, this is the current state of the trenches. This is the current state of meme coins. And he's being transparent. He's saying, I'm going to do this. Launches a token, rugs it, and that's exactly what he says that he's doing. And people are upset about that. Me personally, is it bad for the space? Is bad for the meme coin sector. Is like me personally, I don't care. The reason why I don't care is because I'm not actively participating in it. I'm not doing business with him. I don't do those things. Yeah, the rug is going to get pulled out soon. And this is the thing. Crime was never, and again, I'll say it again, crime was never legal. You're not allowed to commit fraud. You're not allowed to do insider trading. You're not allowed to do many, many things. It's very simple. Like it's super, 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 super simple to disclose things. We do paid partnerships on this channel all the time and we disclose it. Partners up here, Squid Grow, Market Cipher, Brave. That's what we got going on over here. They're disclosed on my website, disclosed in the description, and I verbally call it out. There's no issue with that. But when you're actively committing fraud and you're taking people's money, hey, Stray Dog from Rumble. Yep, and like Gamer said, and a lot of this is a distraction to take your Bitcoin away from you. Gamer just said, giant whales are accumulating Bitcoin while the shrimps on crypto Twitter are losing their minds and saying that Bitcoin is dumping. And he's 100% right. And this is why, even the last couple months, I've been challenging you guys to accumulate over at least $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, because Germany dumped their Bitcoin at a very bad time, lost a lot of money if they would have just held it. And they only have like $600 worth of Bitcoin. So me personally, I think you should have at least $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. The ETF issuers are buying for their clients. MicroStrategy is buying all of the statewide Bitcoin reserves, all kinds of stuff. A little bit more information about this. Let's go back up here. Let's go and read, because sometimes there's some titty bitties over here. So, SEC launched Cyber and Emerging Technologies Unit to combat fraud in emerging tech like crypto, blockchain, and AI. The CETU replaces crypto assets of Cyber Unit, which will include 30 fraud specialists and attorneys, which I love that. That is great. To me, that's wonderful. I love that they're using attorneys and fraud specialists to really figure out what the stuff is and give a clear definition, because there's some idiots on the internet. They will focus on fraud of blockchain, crypto, AI misuse, cybersecurity appliance, and social media scams. Acting SEC Chair Mark Ueda says the CETU aims to protect investors while fostering innovation. Love that. Absolutely love that. But at the same time, crypto was created to operate in a true decentralized economy. With that being said, we're supposed to be mature enough to operate in an industry or operate in a sector without Big Brother, Big Daddy, Big Grandpa, whatever. But at the same time, I do think that people do need this. I do think people need this because we're so used to calling for big government to come in and protect us. Is Jack Dorsey Satoshi Nakamoto? No, he would be the furthest person. Good morning, Julie. He'd be the furthest person from my mind to be Satoshi Nakamoto. He created Twitter, which is a heavily censored platform. Satoshi Nakamoto was very much against censorship. That's why they created Bitcoin. Censorship resistant. He's not. They're just going to say that. But I do appreciate Jack for creating Twitter. But other than that, whatever. And now, since we're talking about partnerships, let's go ahead and shout out our partner today, Brave Browser. As you guys know, I am partnered with Brave. If you would like to download Brave and use it, it is a free browser, and you get a built-in AI assistant, a VPN, you have private search, all those types of things. And my partnership with them is not monetary. What we do is they shill me, I shill them. But it is a really great platform, and you do get to get rewards in BAT, which is their native token. Again, this is not financial advice, but I do think it's a wonderful platform, and I really like what they're doing. I think privacy is immensely important, immensely important, in my personal opinion. I really do. Let me go ahead and pull the link for you. I've got my little linky link over here. Can use this. So go ahead and put it in the chat if you guys want to use it. If not, no worries. If you already have it, no worries. But honestly, if you're not using it and you're watching the show, you should consider using it. It's free. I don't see why you wouldn't want to use it. But again, Brave is absolutely wonderful. They got their browser, and then they also have this news too. Switch to Brave to stop the internet from being so annoying. Born to for YouTube, Twitch, Reddit, Spotify. Forced to this, all of these things. So basically, Brave eliminates that. And they've got over 80 million users that use their private browser, search, Web3 access, and more. And it only takes 60 seconds to support, which that is very much true. But again, you guys, with AI becoming very popular, I would highly recommend to start playing around with Brave's AI tool. Also, too, they have a crypto wallet browser plugin for those of you that are a little bit more well-versed and interested. But again, a VPN is incredibly important. And privacy is important too, in my personal opinion. But y'all do what you want to do. Thank you so much, Brave, for partnering with us on the O Show, everything crypto, every single day. And that's why you guys will see me on their front page, is because that's our partnership we have. Now let's talk about CZ. He says you can buy Bitcoin after the U.S. government is done buying or before. There's no other choice. And I like that he actually came out and said this, because this really kind of solidifies what Gamer was saying. You can buy it now or you can wait. Me personally, I've got my Bitcoin stacked and I'm ready to go. Because we are going to be getting strategic Bitcoin reserves on a state level or federal level. There's also other countries that are extremely interested in it. And with that being said, we're talking about a finite asset that is being bought up. And when we're talking about the ETFs and the strategic reserves, basically they're taking those assets and they're storing it. So it won't be sold for a set amount of time. And again, it's a finite asset. So you do what works for you, babies. But I don't know. I like holding Bitcoin. Now, today, JP Morgan warns of downside risk for crypto as institutional demand for Bitcoin and Ethereum future weakens. Oh, no. Well, this is the thing. If you watch the show, you know that we talk about charts all the time. Thank you, Tree. IP, which I have no idea what the hell it is. This thing is up. Good for whoever's in that. This is on the weekly. Bera is up. Hex is down. Maker, Tell, etc. Taking a look at the daily, things are looking pretty interesting. C is up. And I think World Liberty Finance bought some. I'll have to take a look at that, but we will in a moment. Well, let's just do a quick market update. Bitcoin is actually at $98,000. JP Morgan is bearish. Well, this is the thing. The only reason why I would be bearish is because I don't care what JP Morgan says, because they're dingoes. Don't care what they say at all. You're dumb. You're so dumb. Mr. Rod Stewart. Anyways, the only thing I see that would have the reason why I think Bitcoin would potentially drop to 70 to 75,000 is because we are known for having 30 to 20% corrections. And that's something that Arthur Hayes had talked about. The only reason why I think that this would potentially happen is if there is some sort of black swan event. Economically, geopolitically. I don't even know if that's a word. Also, too, if you want to trade with me, I got a crypto.com link down below. For non-US residents, we have Femex, not your keys, not your coins. Read the terms of service. But if we take a look at this chart over here, Bitcoin broke out from the downtrend. It's actually a nice positive move upward. So now we're getting ready to break above 98,000. I'm a lazy trader when I do trade, and I just do fibs. So Bitcoin, I just pulled from the top of this resistance to the bottom of this one. Bitcoin's ready to flip 98,000. And then from there would be 99, 101, 104. But until we actually break 104, I'm a little bit cautious here. Market Cipher just printed the green dot, which means woo, hopefully. And on the 4 hour, we're looking pretty healthy. And I do anticipate us to continue to go sideways for quite some time, probably about a year or so. I hope not that long. But again, what is it? January, February, March, April, May, June, quarter 1, quarter 2 of 2025. So that kind of checks out with my analysis that I said quarter 1 and quarter 2 of 2025 will be volatile. Now with Ethereum looks like she wants to pop up finally. And again, Ethereum needs to break above this area here at about 2,800 to break out of the downtrend. Solana popped up really nicely, found support at 168 over here. But again, we do need to break above 185. XRP was one of the winners yesterday and was doing pretty well. We finally got back above 270 and hopefully we were able to hold support. Link is something I'm interested in accumulating more, and we're just kind of ranging sideways between 1980 and 1737. Over here. So as of today, looking at the Bitcoin chart, I don't think that we are going to dump right now. I don't think we're going to dump. Yes, we do have futures to worry about, to focus on, etc. So JP Morgan is essentially right there, some way, shape, or form. But at the end of the day, I do not think that we are going to have I think that a really, really, really big black swan event would cause Bitcoin to drop to the $75,000 to $70,000 area. I don't think it will be futures, because that's a pretty gnarly drop. But that's just my opinion, you know. Now, this is really good news. This is more transparency stuff right now. This is really great news from Bybit. So remember when we had those massive liquidations that occurred back in the beginning of February, and most of them were it was absurd. Well, Ben from Bybit came out and said, I'm afraid today real liquidation total is more than 2 billion. And that was the same amount of liquidations that occurred during the FTX collapse and the crypto contagion. The estimation should be around 8 to 10 billion. FYI, Bybit 24-hour liquidation alone was 2.1 billion. As you can see below, screenshot Bybit 24-hour liquidations recorded on CoinGlass was around 333 million. So what he did was they basically added, they gave the proper API to CoinGlass, which a lot of exchanges don't do. So now it's all updated and they're going to be pushing all liquidation data, which is absolutely amazing. So we're really going to get to see the new numbers, which is amazing. And I love it. Make sure you guys smash the like. So now we can use CoinGlass in peace. All right. Bullish news for SEC. Well, not SEC, excuse me, XRP. They acknowledged a spot XRP ETF filing from Canary Capital. They previously acknowledged the XRP ETF filing from 21 shares, Bitwise, Grayscale, and CoinShares. Love it. Also, too, this is from Miss Ellie. According to a source that recently spoke with the SEC, the agency is very, very interested in staking, even asking industry for a memo detailing different types of staking and their benefits. This source expects to see some kind of agency guidance on staking in the near future, as it is a topic of engaging enthusiastically on. Last week, staffers from the Division of Trading and Markets took part in a staking webinar with some of the industry players, as I reported Friday. And this is really, really cool. So what will this do? If we get a, I have no idea about Hayden Davis, what really happened. If he did, send me the article, and that's unfortunate to hear. I don't know. You don't play around with government. So a lot of these little boys think that a lot of these people in the industry think that they're cool, and they're just not. You got to be careful out there. So what does this mean? So this means we're going to get an Ethereum ETF with staking, which would essentially the passive income you would get from that would essentially be like a dividend, something on that front. And then for a lot of these other POS like Solana or Algo that do get some sort of ETFs one day, any of the made in America, made in the USA coins on CoinMarketCap that get that offer staking, I would imagine that they'll get approved for a staking ETF at some point. So that's just my 2 cents, but this is exciting. This is all bullish stuff long term. I know today it's annoying, and now since we're bringing up Hayden Davis, here we go. 1,000 plus Kelzer Ventures addresses now in Arkham. We have identified over 1,000 addresses belonging to Kelzer Ventures, Hayden Davis. Addresses that hold Libra associated with funds are tagged in our Libra entity. Kaiser addresses separately from Libra project are tagged as Kaiser Ventures. These are the first to publicly identify this full set of addresses. It's never the full set of addresses. Never. By the way, they're good at what they do, but it's never the full set of addresses, in my personal opinion. So, with that being said, we'll see. But now, since we're talking about meme coins, we're going to talk about Mr. Dave. So a lot of people are mad at Dave Portnoy because he makes tokens and then he launches them or dumps them. Solana meme coin Pain pumped to $2 billion in market cap and then dumped 92% in 10 minutes. So this is the thing. If you buy anything that he posts, you're an idiot. I don't know what else to tell you. You're a ding dong. I have to say ding dong. Yeah. So people are mad with Dave. But, you guys keep participating. And that's the thing. I don't understand. Why would you participate in something? Why would you participate in something and it not and get mad when you know what the outcome is going to be, right? I don't know. Now, Brian Armstrong on meme coins. Basically, really, really long. I'm gonna just cover what he said. He's doing this to cover his butt. Brian Armstrong is a very much typical corporate talking head that just cares about his bottom line, not his people. Literally nothing at all. And he's doing this to essentially kind of cover his butt. While not a meme coin trader himself, Armstrong acknowledges their growing relevance and historical presence. He says that memes signal a future where assets, identities, interactions are brought on chain. Coinbase supports free market choice, allowing listing if legal, while providing users with relevant info. No, they don't. Scams should be removed, but users should judge quality. He also said that some meme coins have been linked to illegal trading. Violators will face legal consequences. Focus on value creation, financial inclusion, and innovation for crypto long term. Future of meme coins potential support artists, track trends, or enable new use cases. And yes, you can use meme coins for that. But my problem with him there. Yeah, there's quite a few reputable meme coins. There's a couple of them. Many ones that have valid utility that you've done your due diligence on that matter to you. And I do think that there's a potential for meme coins to essentially act like NFTs for artists, creators, like fan clubs, those types of things. Meme coins are just coins in a little ecosystem. Now, with that being said, the thing that drives me crazy about Coinbase is they are so far behind the trends when it comes to crypto Twitter, because that's where everything breaks first. If I was Brian Armstrong from Coinbase, I would have my centralized exchange, and then I would have a decentralized multi-chain exchange, a DEX, that people can do whatever the hell they want on. I don't know how legal that is, but that's what I would do if I was him. Seriously. And stop listing. And the thing too, Brian Armstrong has perpetuated listing a lot of this crap too. There's a lot of good utility projects out there, but Coinbase won't list them. They would rather list meme coins because they have a higher market cap. So he's really contradicting himself here, but it is what it is. He's a businessman. I don't fault him for it, but that's the truth. Now, this right here for you Pi people. Pi becomes the most valuable airdrop in crypto history and surpasses Uniswap. But there's a catch. The airdrop valued at $12.6 billion, which doubled Uniswap's $6.43 billion record, but Uniswap was back last cycle. So there's so much less people, and the market cap was so much smaller. Following its mainnet launch and token debuts on exchanges, massive participation drives Pi's success with millions mining tokens on mobile devices since 2019. This reminds me a lot of EOS, because people would just invest in the token sale, billions of dollars or $1 billion, and it took forever to launch. Regulatory concerns linger with critics questioning Pi's mining model and long-term sustainability despite its ambitious goals. There's another story over here. All right. Hold on. Pi claims to be 120 times faster than Bitcoin. So this is interesting, but one of the things I wanted to show you is going to be this over here. Okay, where'd it go? I went and I asked the community for questions about the Pi launch, and this was kind of what we got over here. Was it ever really worth $78 if no one can sell it? People weren't able to sell because of KYC results. You had to KYC, you had to migrate to mainnet, you had to do all these things. You had to KYC to get it, which was crazy because Uniswap didn't do that. Still no exchange for American use, and the price is under $1, like I thought it would be. So basically, if you are in America, you cannot partake. You don't. I don't think you can get your airdrop. No exchanges are listing it, so you can't sell it. So the thing pumped to like $80, and now it's under $1. I'm gonna make a TikTok about it later and another video about it because it's ridiculous. Now, C. That's why C is up. Trump-backed World Liberty Finance bought 547,000 C with 125,000 USDC from Arkham. So anything that right, this is a thing. This is a trading strategy potentially, okay? I would start putting on my radar projects that World Liberty Finance is accumulating. I would pay attention to the stuff that's made in the USA. That's just me though. But they wouldn't just be buying it to buy it. Now there's something going on with Cardano too. Mr. Charles H. Basically, he says, we all know Elon Musk is planning to get into the crypto space full tier through X. It will be the largest wallet in the world with 500 million users. And I agree with Charles' take here. Elon Musk is a very interesting character. Right now, his priority is Doge. I do think that he will essentially integrate crypto into X, but it's going to take some time. They have to wait for the money translator licenses. They really have to wait for some sort of regulation that they can work with because they don't really have it now. So I appreciate Charles being so very active, and I shout out to the Cardano community. Love to see it. Now over here, the SEC, under Mark Ueda, voluntarily dismissed its appeal of the lawsuit challenging the SEC's expansion of its dealer rule brought last April by Blockchain Association and Crypto Freedom Texas. Why is this important? Let's read it. It was related to court ruling blocking broker-dealer rule for DeFi protocols. Texas court ruled that SEC's broad definition of a dealer exceeded its authority. Rule would have required crypto liquidity providers with 500 million plus capital to register. So basically what they were going to do with a DeFi protocol, it's kind of like this like entity that just kind of moves, like you use smart contracts and it just goes. And to have all these entities register in a certain way when they're already registered as a business, maybe, I don't know, it just seems too much, but it's just too much regulation. So again, we're starting to see some changes. Over here, and I'm with it. From Cointelegraph, 76 crypto firms back Ted Cruz push to repeal the IRS DeFi broker rule, warning it threatens U.S. innovation and unfairly burdens blockchain firms. And this is true. They need to figure out what to essentially classify crypto as. They need to figure that out. Because again, like they've just wasted time and money and then let us pay taxes on it. Also, too, I did want to let you guys know about something. I don't know if it'll pop up, but Binance and Nigeria. Nigeria is suing Binance for $81.5 billion in economic losses and back taxes. Nigeria alleges Binance has unpaid corporate income taxes for 2022 and 2023. But you guys remember that 2 Binance executives were unlawfully detained in 2024? Yeah. The Binance also faces separate money laundering allegations in Nigeria. Personally, yes, Operation Chocolate 2.0 is being dismantled. I'm very much happy for it. Very, very, very much happy about it. But with that being said, if I was CZ, well, not even CZ, but anyways, you guys, I got to go. I got a lot of content to do. I got some meetings to do. I got to go grocery shopping for the weekend. And I think I might get myself some chicken tendies. We'll see. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Shout out to Brave for partnering with the O Show, everything crypto every day. Shout out to Silent Swap and Market Cipher. Bye, babies. Have a good day. I'll be back. Maybe I'll make a more comprehensive video for you guys on Pi in a little bit. We'll see. Anyway, sending y'all love and light. Bye-bye. Oh, no fit chat today.